So if you follow me on Snapchat, yesterday Brianna cut her face open. I'll put some pictures in. Poor baby. So I'm going to tell you what happened while I make them some breakfast. It's kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me, but more like chit chat, cook with me. There we go. Alright, so I got off work yesterday and we went to Chipotle. We love Chipotle. And we were sitting on their like high bar stool things, and Brianna needed to go to the restroom. So she went to get down, and I went to go get the coat, or I was about to go get the coat. But when she went to get down, her footing, she was wearing these boots. She lost her footing, and when she lost her footing, she slipped, and her face hit the side, like the edge of the table. And when she hit the edge of the table, I went over there to make sure she was okay. I thought like maybe she just like bumped her head and it's just like a little bump. And no, when I went to go look, she had like blood on her, and I like went to see what was wrong, and then I saw she had a cut right here and there was blood coming down her face and onto her dress. So I grabbed some of the clean napkins and I put it on her face, and I applied pressure. And I remembered to stay calm, because if you're not calm, then kids tend to freak out 10 times more. So a trick I've learned is you have to stay calm. So I put the pressure on it and I held it there until it was enough to where I could let it go. And then I had her hold it, and I cleaned up our table real quick, and then I got them in the car and we went to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, we were seen fairly fast. Because of her cut, there was a long wait time and it was very busy, but they got us kind of like in and out. So we go in there, and he tells her that she is going to get stitches. Now, a little backstory. Brianna is terrified of anything remotely related with getting a shot or any kind of needle or anything. She's terrified because one nurse, when she was getting her skin tested for allergies, one nurse lied to her and said that she would not need a needle or shot or anything at all, and then busted out a needle to numb the area so that she could like test it, or like take a little piece so she can test it. So because that one nurse lied to her, she freaks out so much that I have to like pin her down in order to get shots done. Even a simple flu shot, she's not having it. She won't do it, because ever since that one time, she will not do it. So we're in there, and he tells her that she has face paint on. So she's going to he has to numb the area so that he can clean the face and around it before he can put the stitch in, because he has to clean it really well. And it's going to hurt too much for him to clean it, and so he has to numb the area. So he was really nice about it. He's talked her through it step by step. When we finally got into the back, Brianna also threw a few tantrums, but I warned them. I said she's going to need to be held down. But before we walked to the back, or when we got to the back, then she had to lay down. I held her down, I held like her arms and stuff. The doctor held her face, and then he walked her through step by step. First it was the iodine, which he squirted into the wound a little bit so it would start to numb it before he put the needle in. And then he put the needle in, and he used the lidocaine. He used lidocaine to numb the area. Alright, so he went in to clean it with iodine, and she's still panicking at this point, but the area it's numb. She really can't feel much. It's more of she's just terrified and freaking out at this point. So she'll be calm for a little bit, and then out of nowhere she like spazzes out and freaks the fuck out. She freaks out. So then after he cleans the whole area, then he goes in with the stitches, and he tells her she absolutely has to stay still. He stitches it up really nicely. I'll show you the stitches. So he stitches it up like really nicely. He does a really good job. And then we just have to play the waiting game, which happens at most hospitals. You just play a little waiting game. So the nurse finally comes in and she cleans up her stitch area, and gives us the discharge papers. We're good to go. We go home. Brianna's feeling a lot better. A little side note, so the doctor said that he was getting ready to leave, and had he not seen her then and stitched her up, we would have been there for a good 3 to 4 hours. So I really appreciate that he saw her and just took care of it, because even me stopping the bleeding, it was still bleeding. It's just I stopped it enough to where it wasn't pouring down her face. So yeah, that's what happened to Brianna last night. If you want to know what I'm making for breakfast, I made Kayla some scrambled eggs and 1 waffle. She also got a little bowl full of grapes, and Brianna got 2 waffles and a bowl full of grapes. She didn't want any eggs. And for me, I am making an omelet and drinking my coffee. So the omelet I made is my favorite. It is a ham, cheese, and onion omelet. And then I'm going to let the cheese melt a little bit more, and then I'm going to flip it over and let it cook. I have flipped it over. I'm just going to let it finish cooking. Look how beautiful. It's like a smiley face. Hey, get in my belly. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I'm drinking out of my army mug that my uncle got me. If you liked this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. And go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. If you want to be notified of all my future videos, you know you got to hit that bell. Also, I will link my Snapchat, Musical.ly, and Twitter down below. I update on Snapchat first, and Twitter is always notified when I go live. Musical.ly is just fun. So I will link all those down below, and go ahead and follow me. Alright guys, so that's it. See you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Wait a minute, baby, going too fast. I'ma turn back. Oh.